I have spent the last 2 decades becoming a money boss. And actually, let's correct that. I would almost say, since I've been very, very young, I have been interested in money, being a business owner, making money, investing money. Like very young age, I became interested in this. And what I have learned in that amount of time of studying thought leaders of the biggest entrepreneurs and of the last 2 decades of being a business owner and an investor, what I have learned, there are distinct money habits that are keeping you poor. And in this episode, I'm going to share the top 8 powerful money habits that if you implement these, they will dramatically change your life. They'll allow you to step into your personal power, make more money, and build the life of your dreams. So let's dive in. Money habit number 1, keeping you poor, is the misconceptions about money mindset. But let's go a little bit deeper. I remember being younger and thinking that I didn't know how to make money. I wasn't smart like the big investors, like I wasn't really good with numbers. Well, no, I didn't know. I wasn't taught. We were taught math and all these other subjects in school that didn't really help us with the basic um, ins and outs of financial management. I didn't know how to make money because I never learned it. And here's the thing, it doesn't matter your gender. It doesn't matter your hair color. It doesn't matter your age. Making money, saving money, investing money, spending money, they are all skills that you can learn. Okay? Do not let anybody think that you are not a money person. I'll hear so many people go, oh, well, my husband takes care of that. I'm not good at money. Oh, my wife takes care of that. She's the money one. I'm just not very good with money. Well, you haven't sat down to learn it and make a true effort, because at the end of the day, money isn't the most important thing in the world, but it's right up there with oxygen. And being able to earn it, manage it, save it, and spend it is what's going to allow you to have a great relationship with money that is not full of stress, debt, fretting, worrying. You don't want that. So, number 1, you can absolutely be great with money. It is a skill. Learn to budget, learn to save, learn how to spend, learn how to invest. You can do it. If you've learned any other skill in life, which I know you have, you can learn the skill of money. Number 2, while I don't fall into the fact that I'm not good with money because I'm like this, there definitely are differences between personality types and individuals on this planet. How we think about money, how much we think about money, how much we care about it, how important it is, how much we want to make it, how much we're scared of it. And the cool thing with the Money Boss platform, I have launched the Sacred Money Archetypes, and we have a quiz to help you determine your top 3 money archetypes. And it helps you determine your main money personalities, the top 3. And each of those will give your strength, your weaknesses, your dark side, your sacred money destiny and contract. And it explains why some people care about money more than others. There's 8 sacred money archetypes, and it is absolutely mind-blowing. I know I've always been interested in money. I now know why. It's because I'm a ruler, I'm an accumulator, and I'm a maverick. If you're concerned, interested about money, head over to the moneybosscollective.co and take the free quiz. Doesn't take long. And honestly, know thyself, knowledge is power. There is nothing more powerful than seeing your sacred money archetype and going, oh, that's why I don't care about money. I'm a nurturer. Or that's why I give too much. I'm a nurturer. Oh, I am a connector. And that's why I don't really care so much about making the money. I just like connecting everybody else so they can make money. It is mind blowing. And that's why I launched it on our website, free quiz, and it'll give you some information about the different archetypes in a free podcast episode that I give you after. So check that out. I think that's important. Number two is not knowing your sacred money archetype and your natural tendencies, your natural love or hate of money. Three is you don't budget. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you make if the boat has leaks in it. And we all know the cost of life is getting higher and higher, and our wages might not be getting higher and higher. But here's the thing, if you don't have a budget and you are just flying by the seat of your pants, putting stuff on credit card, my goodness, guys, that kills my soul. And I was there and I know how stressful it is. It causes shame, fear, just just like that remorse cycle where you do an impulse buy because you want this and you think it's going to make you feel better. And then you get the credit card and then you're like, oh my God, how am I going to pay this? It causes fights, it causes divorce. It is horrible. Number one step to becoming a money boss is budgeting. It's not fun unless you're one of the sacred money archetypes like accumulator that love budgeting. It's not fun, but sticking your head in the sand is a lot more fun short term. But when you rack yourself into more and more debt, you start to become a prisoner of your finances. And then that sits on your shoulders, a black cloud over your head, and it wreaks havoc on your emotions, your peace, your relationships, your joy. Please go online, find a budget, download it, insert your major costs, your income, and then you're going to figure out where you are and stick to that the best you can. I'll just touch on that briefly. That's like 5 episodes in itself. So number 3, no budget. Number 4, not paying yourself first. And I said in a previous episode, even if it's $10 and you have debt, put $10 away every month. That's what I started doing. I couldn't afford it and I had debt, but I put $20 away. And gosh, did I want to grab that and spend it. So I started putting it in a jar. And then when I had enough, I took it to the bank so it wasn't in front of me. Get in the habit of paying yourself first, because here is the secret that will blow your mind. If you pay yourself last, there's never going to be enough money to save. If you sneak that 20 out and hide it, it's gone. And likely at the end of the day, it will not be life and death, but you become a saver. And that changes your mindset. You become proud. You're like, whoa, if I could do it with 20, maybe I'd spend a little less over here and I do 40. It starts with the consistent action of becoming a saver. So number 4, pay yourself first. Number 5, impulse spending and no impulse control systems. When I was trying to get control of my finances after I got a credit card in university, that's a brilliant idea. Get that, a credit card table in university campus, giving credit cards to students that know nothing about money, that likely may or may not have jobs and are just going to go and get yourself in debt. I've been there. Money boss was in debt. Why do you think I'm so passionate? So I quickly developed my budget, and then I knew how much my personal saving was. But then I realized, here's the thing. There's always going to be a new shirt, a new purse, a new trinket, a new this, more coffees, more eating out. If you go to a store, set yourself an impulse control system. And that might be anything over $20. If you make more money, maybe it's 50. A dollar that is important to you. And mainly just like saving $20, this is a system that says, oh, I want that. But you're going to have a control stop and you're going to be like, oh, okay, I want that. It's here. I'm going to walk away. And here's the thing. Do you ever remember buying something and then you're like, yay, I love this. And then like 2 weeks later, it's like, blah, and you need the next thing to get the next high, the consumer high. It's gone. It's done. Then you need the next thing and the next thing. Here is the trick. You're never going to not want to buy things. I love shirts. That's my main thing. There's always a perfect shirt. There's always a nice purse. There's always nice decorations. And if you always give in to your impulses, you are a slave to debt, usually. If you're spending within your personal spending, within your budget, great. You might still want to impulse control to start being the boss of your money and your impulses. Not like, oh, I'm going to buy that shirt. You throw it in and then you feel remorse. It's like, oh, that shirt's there. I really love it. Leave the store, go home and set a rule. Like anything over 20 bucks, you can't buy on the spot and you need to wait 3 days to get it. Wait 3 days, chances are you do not care about it. The impulse went away. This will dramatically change your spending and can absolutely help you start to step out of the impulse debt consumer cycle. It gets everybody, right? And with credit cards, we can now literally buy anything we want because sky's the limit. Well, the credit card limit is the sky, but you know what I mean. Set yourself a control system where it's 20 bucks and over, you got to walk away. Set a time limit where you notice that urge starts to go away. And then same thing. In the Amazon website, do you know how many items I have in my save for later? I never buy things immediately. I hear about a book, I go to Amazon, I put it in my cart so I remember it, but then I put it to save later. And I will never buy anything right away. And chances are the urge goes away. And then it just stays there. And then if that urge or that need to read that book comes up, you can put it back in the cart. Wait, it's like, okay, maybe I don't need it. Be in charge of your money and your spending, or your money and debt controls you. That's number 5. Number 6, do a personal net worth statement. And you're like, Tracy, that's for big business owners. Hey, you want to know something that absolutely changed my life, other than those top 5 that we've already talked about and a few more, is doing a personal net worth statement. If you don't know where you're at, you can't start to fix it. So in the business world, I have a net worth statement. Everything I owe, business, debt like mortgages, investments, anything that I owe money, and assets. So at the end of the day, you want your assets to be worth more than your liability, and then you have a net worth number. Now, on a personal level, you're like, Tracy, I don't have any investments. That's okay. Put your wage up there. Maybe you do some side hustles, put that income there. The most important thing is to start to list out your debt. Bring out your credit card statements, your line of credit, any loans you owe to people, and put it there. It's yucky, but let me tell you, if you can just take your head out of the sand, I know it's yucky. I know it's shameful, all of the emotions, but it's not going to help just sticking your head in the sand and going, okay, I know I'm in debt. Oh, I know I'm in debt. Oh my God, I maxed out that credit card. I'm not going to look. And then I know it's bad. You know how many people do that? And you just get further and further into the red, further and further stressed until a point where you're so far gone, it becomes an issue. And most of the time, if you get that far gone, you have to look at bankruptcy, or if you can't solve it with more income, you get to a not so nice place. Ideally, kids should be taught how to budget and know this, leaving their parents' house so that they don't get into debt. But neither here nor there. List the money you have coming in and the debt you owe. And I would encourage you to look at it a few times throughout the month. You can update it monthly, even better. As you pay off a little bit of that credit card, drop the balance. You'll list Visa Classic Card, $5,000, and then you pay some off. And then you'll put the new total. And then you can start to track your progress and gamify paying off your debt. So important. And most importantly, as a business owner, I take it out annually because I know my monthly money. So at this point, I used to look at it monthly, but at this point, I take it out annually and update any business loans and update my assets and what they're worth. And then I get my new net worth for the new year. And banks need that if you're doing lending, that kind of stuff. So do a personal net worth statement. It is the best way to get in charge. It's not fun, but take that brave step of creating a net worth statement. You can probably go online, Google it, and download an Excel. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just do up here, money in, money out, or debt, and then put the credit card or the loan name, and then just put the amount, and then put the date at the top of the column. You might want to do a new tab for each month so you can look back and check your progress. I do a new tab for every year now. I used to do it monthly. So number 6 is a personal net worth statement. Let me tell you, when you start putting those numbers on paper and you go, oh, that's what I owe, it now goes from, oh, I'm in debt to, oh, I'm in debt. And it becomes real. And there's something that happens when it becomes real. You become a bit more accountable. You can gamify it. And then you're going, oh man, okay, this year I got in more debt. We need to change this. Versus there's some credit card statements I haven't opened and I put $50 on every month and God knows where I'm at, right? Personal net worth statement. Number 7, in this day and age, we are credit card, debit card society. I started when I sat down, created my budget, and decided I was going to be the boss of my money. I started a pay in cash system because just like if you don't have your debt and income on paper or Excel, swiping your debit or tapping your debit, here, it's very easy, especially with how expensive everything is, to just rack up money and then you drain your account and you don't even know where you're at on debit. And then same thing for credit card. Tap 100, 100, 100. I spent $1,000 this month. Pay cash. I still operate from a money wallet system where I go gas money and food money, personal spending. And you're like, well, Tracy, you're a money boss. Here's the thing. No matter how little or how much money you make, you can outspend your income. And the scary thing is the more money you start to make, the more you spend, right? You get a raise and now you increase your cost of living. Let's say you get a new car. As soon as you get more money, you get yourself in more debt. If you're not budgeting, it's just a blind free flow of tapping, and then all your money's gone. Put it in envelopes and spend cash. Look at your envelopes. That's all you have. And then if you make a mistake and you need to take out of your savings, or there's no savings, you got to put on a credit card. At least you have a management system where you're spending from your money first and not tap, 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 tap. And then, oh, I spent this much. Ooh, credit card statements. I don't want to look. Number 7, pay cash. It's weird. It's not popular, but it is the top way to take control of your money and your spending. Because when Tracy's personal envelope of money is gone, it's like, okay, Tracy, fun money is done. Got to wait till next month. It's powerful. Number 8, not having money goals. If you have disposable income, or let's say you don't, and you're spending on debt, having a money goal is the best way to focus your attention. So let's say you are overspending, which is 97% of the population. If you're overspending, make your goal to stop spending on the credit card. Do you have to chop it up? Do you have to hide it in a drawer? I don't recommend chopping it up unless you're extreme about it and you have a way to cover emergencies, but put it in a drawer at home so it's not with you at the store. And then you just have your money in your envelopes and you're like, okay, Tracy's fun money's done, no spending. And you don't have that credit card to buy that shirt that you so desperately want, right? So give yourself a money goal. Like I said, new year, new me. What is your goal for the year? Let's do a money goal. Maybe it's to save $20 a month. Do not fool yourself. The dollar amount doesn't matter. It's becoming the person, developing the habit of being somebody that doesn't overspend, becoming somebody that saves and pays himself $20 a month first. What's your money goal? Save more money, create a budget, stop spending on credit card, launch a side hustle so you can maybe start to make some side income, become a flipper where you're buying stuff at garage sales and putting it on websites like Facebook Marketplace. What is your goal? Do you want to save more, stop spending, or make more money? Give yourself a goal. Maybe you want to stop buying coffees at Starbucks. And guess what? You could probably save enough money to put yourself on a trip. Set your 2025 money goal. There you have it. If you implemented one by one, guys, don't try and take them all on right away. Just take number one, create a budget. Then number two, try and go to spending cash only. Take your money out of the bank account once you get paid and put it into envelopes. You're going to need to work out a system. Powerful way. Create a system of controlling your earning, your saving, and your spending. And that's how you become a money boss. I hope this helped you out. These 8 things literally are the most important money habits that either make you poor, help you be in control, and get you on a path to developing personal net worth and riches and just not being in debt and stressed out. You can do it. If you have any questions, drop me a note in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And if you want to do one of these out of the 8 habits, let me know which one you're most excited about and what you want to do. I'm going to be setting my money goal for the year, so I'm excited to hear from you. Hope this has been valuable. I'll see you guys on the next week's episode. Bye-bye.